So the heart of her husband does safely trust in her so that he has no need of spoil, and two, she will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. This is a quality to this day guys are still trying to find. And this was written way before Jesus.
Really?
Psalms. The reason, this first one, the heart of a husband safely trusts her. Safely.
So the heart, that doesn't represent love though?
Right, it does. It's
Okay.
the heart though of her husband, meaning how he feels towards her, his love for her. Safely trust, and the trust is I trust you, but do I safely trust you issue? So for example, I got a woman, we've been together for a little while. If I say I don't like this, she'll say, I'll change now.
Wow.
He dead serious too.
I'm serious.
He's for real.
If I say I don't like this, and she'll change it. If she says I don't like this, I'll change it, and so on. So we back and forth, making sure we take care of each other's likes and dislikes.
Interesting.
When I go to work, am I concerned about her at all? I safely trust her. If I have a woman and I say, baby, I really don't like that, you say, nah, shit, I wore this when you first met me. As soon as it comes out of your mouth, trust is dead. Gone. I don't care what you say, what we do. After that, zero trust, done. It's just a matter of time. Independence is not, and we're going to get into it, independence is not telling a man what you are going to do or not do. By definition, that independence means by yourself. Independence, because let me define it. For you to tell me who I'm supposed to be your head, no. But you go to your job and your boss who is your head and he tell you to jump and you say how high, woo, and then you want to come back home, woo, and you don't jump at, you don't even give me a hop, you through. You through. You see what I'm saying?
I do, but I don't want to.
I know.
It makes sense though, no, it makes sense.
We don't think
It
about it
makes
like
sense.
that.
It
Yeah.
does make sense.
So, but here's what you really don't
Because
get.
why are you taught then, though, that you don't do that?
Because, I didn't put it in here, but because history taught you to not rely on a man.
Right?
And you misconstrued that.
Yes.
You
Interesting.
misconstrued that. It is not all, I won't say all, excuse me. Men who are at a certain level in life loves a woman who has her own profession, has her own money, has her own car. Don't mind even if you have her own house. Love it. In fact, it's sometimes a prerequisite for me. It's a prerequisite.
It's being real.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Right.
Yeah.
So that to me is an independent woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the independent woman that I'm looking for, not the woman to tell me, baby, I don't like that dress because it's a little risque for this business meeting. No, this is what I wore when you wore. What? Hell no.
No.
So when I say I don't like that dress and she says, you know, what do you like? I'll put something else on.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
That's a pure woman. That's this woman.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you've been groomed all these years by society, family, etc., that's considered a weak woman.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly.
And weak women,
You got
9
it.
out of 10.
Exactly. And that's something you never want to be, is weak.
And that's why 9 out of 10 times you're alone.
The woman that thinks she's so weak and
Right.
doesn't want to do these things
Yeah.
are
Are
alone.
alone. The woman who
They
says
think
to
she's
her,
so strong.
Right.
Not weak.
There you go. There you go.
Right.
Yeah. So the women who think I don't need a man, I'm gonna tell him what to do. No, 9 out of 10 times you're gonna be alone forever.
Period.
Yeah. And you get a woman who says to a man,
Get a
like
drink
the
after.
story you just said, the man who went to the bathroom, I hate his ass, but when he comes back and says, babe, what kind of drink you want? You get that kind of, she will never be alone. Ever. All she has to do is adjust her stereotype, adjust her attitude, all of this stuff we just talked about. her class of men will grow.
Interesting.
But she will always have a man.
I knew I had to give to come here for a reason.
See, not only that, ladies, and especially y'all who's listening, not only that, he shall have no need of spoil, meaning move on to somebody else.
That's the point. That's the big key.
A man is going to, let me define that, when he gets to 30 and above, when he gets mature, he is not going to leave a woman just because.
Yeah, there you go.
He's going to leave a woman because she's not trustworthy.
And that doesn't mean because she might mess around with other people.
She doesn't have to mess around with anybody. She can be the most humbling person ever. She can be the church-going girl, love you to death kind of woman. As soon as it come out of your mouth, I ain't changing my clothes. You through.
Check that out.
And it's not a controlling thing.
It's not a controlling thing.
But it does sound
It's like if the no, listen to it. Flip side.
Okay.
A woman asks a man, "Hey babe, I ain't like how you did that, you made me feel this way, such and such." He look at you like, "I don't give a crap."
Right.
The next message in her head, "Oh, okay."
Right.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
true.
Now, ladies, if you say, honey, you know, it's been a minute since I had a couple of dresses, and you said we're going to this party,
There you
I
go.
need a couple of dresses, you think a man's not going to take you and you money?
What?
So,
Here you go, babe.
see, this
It's
is
all in
what
how you talk.
it's not just, it's not only how you talk, it's
What
what
you
you
say.
say.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
what I meant.
There you go. You got
What you say. He is, and we'll get into it in a second, he's in your household. Are you going to, how are you taking care of your household?
Go ahead, Doc.
If a man leaves you, ladies, it's not because him, again, I'm not saying 100%, let's just say on average, is he stopped trusting you, and that's why he left you. Even this says it.
Bottom line.
We're looking for a woman to good, not just in the beginning of the relationship, not just when you want something, not evil, good, not evil, all the days of her life. That is why this is so hard to find.
Very.
I'm looking for a woman who, when I say I don't like something, she's like done. When I say I like it, she enhances it. When I say, baby, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, right? And she's like that all the days of her life.
She's not questioning nothing. Like she's
Right.
just like, okay, babe.
Right,
It's so interesting because it's like such a reversal
it is.
of how we, I mean,
How you perceive stuff.
unfortunately,
Right.
and
Perceive.
how I was groomed, you know. But it's funny because my son always tells me, "What's wrong with you, Mom? Is you're too strong."
See?
And it's
Boom.
like too strong.
And he's not lying.
And
He's
I'm
not
gonna
lying.
be inside,
Because you're
like,
looking
what
at
am I
him
supposed to
because
be,
he's
a
your
weak
son.
son?
And you're only saying that because you're looking
Now
at
I'm
him.
reading this and it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
And you're saying that because he's your son. But
and
take
he's a
away
little
the
bigger
son
than me,
piece,
not little, but
and
yeah,
he's still a
oh,
man.
Yeah,
He's a man. He's trying to tell you, like,
I
wow,
know it.
you're too strong. Like,
A strong woman is a woman who can serve her husband.
there you go.
But see, I gotta write that one down. Okay.
That's the truth,
A
though.
strong woman
Yeah.
is the one who can serve her man. Let's just say man.
Yeah, there you go.
Serve her man.
Hey.
Because let's put it in another perspective. Let's go down south. A way into a man's heart is through
It's the son.
his stomach. Now, somebody has to go in the kitchen and cook for him.
Hard work.
Gotta be able to-
12-hour days.
Right. So, ladies, we got some more issues than just the attitude. A man can't afford to go out every day. He can when he's single like me. But as soon as I get a woman, hell no, that's an expense. And I know how to cook.
Right.
I would love to be in the kitchen with you and cook with you.
Right.
I ain't cooking for your ass.
Man,
Now,
cook for
No,
me.
it's not.
Right.
It's not.
do
I'm confused what he's trying to say. I understand what he's
Your
saying.
birthdays, special days,
No.
and just because I know you're tired and you're coming back from a long day's work, I got you because you gave me heads up that baby, I'm tired, I really don't feel like cooking. And I would say, I got some time, all right, I got you. Or I could say, I'm gonna buy some food. The point is, communication is
That's
there.
key.
That's what he's saying though, without
But that
saying
is
it.
key. That's, I just
Right.
learned that like 2 months ago.
Right, communicate, hey babe, this is how I feel. If he really likes you, he's going to adjust himself
Period.
to fit you.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
I tell the woman all the time, "Baby, I don't want to bother you when you're in a meeting. Call me because if I like you, I'm going to step out of my meeting and take care of this."
Yeah, because this is more important than this
See?
meeting at this moment. But that's what he's trying to. That's what he's alluding to.
I can serve my woman and still be a man.
Yeah,
But for some stupid reason, women doesn't feel the same.
Exactly true. I mean,
Right. They don't understand the concept of serving is power.
I know, and see, it just sounds like, you know,
Because
you're
we
just
taught
being
that,
a
that's
weak.
why.
Well, that's what, again, y'all
And then
trying
even
to
if we had
check
bands
why
around,
y'all
we
kind of
still
sort of
wasn't
like.
taught that.
Lonely.
it's okay.
Let's go to the next slide.
That teacher for you, I'm telling you.
All right, so stereotype brings attraction, attraction brings perception. So reality, from perception, is it reality? Does it line up? Does it not? Does it not line up? So if it does, if it lines up, then you're a good man or a woman. So for example, me coming from the ghetto and going to New York, and that change of perception is, dude, I come from nothing. I don't know nothing. I told them the truth, so it lines up, and they make me a good man. Let me teach you, they say. Let me help you, they say. Even in scripture, it talks about if you don't have nothing, it's because you don't ask for nothing. Go seek, ask, knock on the doors, and all of that other stuff. Tell the truth, though. The worst thing a guy and a woman can do is lie to each other. It's just a matter of time before that lie is evident.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? If it doesn't line up, as soon as we find out or you find out that the perception that we receive from you is a lie, it's deceit. You will never have trust ever again. You might as well just go to the next thing. If a man, if sex is involved, he's going to use her until the next one comes.
Is that also reversed though?
Yes.
Yeah.
A woman is going
God.
to use a man's money or time or
Yeah.
car or whatever she can get out of a guy until the next
Something
one
else
comes.
appeals her.
Right.
All it takes is one little thing to get on her nerve.
Even though I'm saying,
You
even though,
talk like you have experience.
I do actually.
even though
I do.
every man has been used.
Everyone.
If a man tells you he ain't been used,
He a lie.
you a lie.
He's lying.
The best ones got used.
Yeah,
Dude, what do you say?
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton, and I have nothing to do with politics, but Hillary Clinton didn't get with Hillary Clinton if she didn't use Mr. Clinton.
Yeah.
Think she didn't?
She used the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
And knew he was cheating when he was a governor.
So she used that against him.
Right. So, but keep in mind, when you attract a gentleman or a girl, however, and sex is the motive, it doesn't matter of the perception. It supersedes the perception. They will play along to go along just to get what they want. Sex is the key. All right, the heart of us safely trusted her so that he have no need to spoil. So trust is earned in time. You have to earn it. I tell every woman that I initially meet a couple of things, but one of the things is I don't trust you as far as I see.
Really?
Absolutely.
Because I was taught that you trust first.
No.
And then if they do something, well, that's their loss, because they, everybody's always suspicious, you gotta prove yourself.
See, in my world, you're guilty and you're proven innocent because I got burnt too many times.
There you go.
Interesting.
That's
Isn't that their loss though, or no?
Who's lost?
Whoever burnt you.
he left them.
Because
Don't
they,
even
right,
matter.
because you don't deal with it.
It is to a degree, but I don't ponder on that. I'm a moving forward kind of guy.
Exactly.
Right? So I tell the woman who I meet now, moving forward, I don't trust you. Okay? it has to be earned.
Interesting.
Yeah, it has to be earned. I know what I did to cause that mess up
Check that
in my
out.
past. I learned that process, so I grown from my mistakes. But in doing so, I don't know if you did.
We gotta figure that thing out.
Right. We gotta earn this thing. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. No guy is going to trust you immediately. He's going to test you and test you and test you and test you. I don't know when that timeline is just in his mind will pop in his head. Damn, I love her. That love word will come out only when he trusts you. And don't be confused about that love word, because that word is confusing. All right. Man requests something, he wants her heart or will to change. If she's dependent or rebellion versus independent, what is the difference between the two? Dependent or rebellious. So let me talk about dependent for a second. In a dating process, I tell a lady, I say, hey, I don't like this dress. Okay, baby, I don't, okay. Do you like this dress? Yeah, I like that dress. So she puts that dress. Next day. Do you like this dress? Yeah, I like that dress. Next day. Do you like this dress? She's always asking me, do I like this? Do I like this? She's not independent and she's dependent on me.
But then if you told her the first time you didn't, wouldn't that make her insecure, or she would have to feel like she gotta ask you all the
Then
time?
that tells me she's an insecure type woman.
Interesting.
See, one, I'm educated, so it's not that.
Shut up!
It's the truth, though.
I love it.
So some people feel that and other guys know that, so.
Ready?
so-
Running lots of days, you.
We do not, and again, I'm talking in a stage of maturity, men. Mature men do not like dependent women. We do not want you to be dependent on us. The lesson in our lives through our grandparents and other parents is if the man died, the woman, the wife didn't even have the accounts to get in the bank.
Right.
Right? Remember those times?
Yeah.
We stopped that last generation.
Right. Right.
Rebellion turns into selfishness, ends up all relationships. All relationships. You cannot get around this. I don't care what you say.
What's an example of rebellion?
Baby, rebellion. I like that dress. Well, I wore this when you first met me. I'm
Okay.
rebellion.
Okay.
All right. You can't trust a rebellion person. Just you can't.
Especially if both of you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Independence is not the man's focus, and this is where you ladies miss the mark. Independence, serving your man is not serving your man. It's not man focused, it's household focused. Your man is in your house. So to serve your man is no different than taking care of your kids. You want him to look good, don't you? You want your kids to look good. You want your kids to eat. You want your husband to, a man to eat, don't you? Your kids have a big problem at schools and stuff. Baby, come talk to me. Your husband has a problem at work. I'm tired. Serving your man is no different. But the woman, strong woman, the power of a woman is not her husband or man, it's her household. Even to the point in ministry. When I was in the church long ago, and they wanted to be trained as a minister in my course, I say you're on watch. I don't watch them. I watch your kids. Because what goes on in the house tells me their leadership skills enough. Right? So the power of a woman is not man focused, it's household focused. Keep that in mind. Okay, so we already talked this, it will be earned, right? Now, when it comes to business, it's different. Business is different. You have to have sincerity, you have to have reliability, commitment, integrity, confidence, consistency, and then the cycle goes through. The relationship aspect is a lot different, and a lot of ladies do not know how to, they know this very well, but when it comes to the home, yeah. Here, they may be in a leadership role, but when it comes to the home, they have a head.
They have what?
A head. They have a head, a leader. Right? And a lot of times, unsatisfaction here in the work expresses itself at home. And when that happens, you're technically destroying the relationship. Okay? We'll get more into that later on. So, let's take this. 5 years, we're on that first